Oh. Oh no. Oh god. Where am I?
Oh,
And who are
no.
you? Oh.
No, no. I knew I wouldn't be the last one. Did they also tell you the tales about the Keeper's spirit?
Yeah.
They lured you into a trap, you know. And you fell for it. Because you're arrogant. Just as I am. As I was.
I don't remember anything about coming here, but are you not real? I don't think you're real, are you?
Of course not. At least not according to your definition of the word. But then again, what is reality anyway?
I was not
told you that
prepared.
you and your friend Sirius actually lie dead at the bottom of the sea, and that everything that has happened so far, your journey to Ark, the search at the Sun Coast, was only a dream, would you be able to recognize the truth? The answer is no. Because you don't want to be dead.
I suppose it's true of most
Therefore,
people.
your mind will do anything to make you believe this entire dream you've had was and is reality.
How am I able to dream if I'm dead, though? That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't it? Tell me, what is time to the dead and dreaming anyway? The last second before the water floods into your lungs. The very last instant before it tears them apart in your mind. It could be an eternity. A self-created sanctuary built from nothing but your wishes. But what's the point in talking anyway? You don't want to believe me. And I'm tired of trying to make you. Now leave me alone before we make the suppressor even angrier. He doesn't like words. He likes the silence.
The suppressor? Who are you talking about?
What? They haven't told you about him? Oh, that's so typical. The suppressor. He's the reason why we will be imprisoned here forever. And why we can't access our feelings and wishes. And he does it because he wants us to lose hope. To stop believing. And...
Can you not breathe in my face?
you know, sometimes I wonder if that's exactly what we humans... what I have to do to finally be free. Give up. Detach myself from the dreams of the past. Who knows if there were anything else than phantasms to begin with.
We humans, and you said I. Are you saying I'm not human?
It's too early to surrender. And isn't that what makes us human anyway? To hope? And to just keep on waiting for that one miracle that will end the pain once and for all? Yeah, I'll wait. And you will wait with me forever.
I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna wait at all. Well, this seems like your bed. This seems like my bed. Before we do... Are you okay there, sir? I feel like we're being watched. You keep an eye on him. I think this guy's a bit of a psycho, but I don't think he's going to hurt me. Let's do some meditating before we go anywhere. I can't meditate right now. I guess I won't do that. Right. There's no door. What the door should be is this happy fella. Oh no, please, I'm sorry, I'll back away.
What the? How did you do that?
Don't look at me. I wish I knew.
You simply opened it? But that's impossible. All these years it's kept me from escaping, and you just... Come on. We have to look. We have to look and see what's outside. We won't get far, but still we have to see. Come, lead the way.
Alright, I'll go first then, I guess. If it's dangerous, you know, he'll go first. You are also a very happy chappy. Oh, I've got a knife. Is this my knife? Ah, I'm lost my shoes. All I want is a nice pair of shoes. What have you got? Oh, you got a sword. Okay. No, I don't like the sound of that. Chairs aren't supposed to float. Right. Did I must have unfavorited Mage Light. Let's gear up. Oh! No! I don't know what you are, and I don't want to know! Oh, they are unpleasant. What's your name? Ikeson. Ikeson? Am I saying that right? Anyway.
By the gods! These are the scourges of the Suppressor! They want to punish us!
Shh, get your voice down. Get out of the way. Ikeson, you're going to be a liability here, man. By all means, try to find a way out with me. Wherever the hell we are, but you've got to stay calm. And if shit's the fan, you got to help me fight. I can't protect us both unless you help out. Written paper. Let us listen to the silence. What really drives you? Who are you? Who are you since you have set foot on Enderal? Now you are the opposite of what you really are. Instructive, strong, powerful, meaningful. In short, the prophet. This is written to me. You've constructed a narrative for yourself, a fairy tale about who you want to be, and you've found exactly those people who confirm it. That's the most important thing, isn't it? You found someone who believes in your fairy tale. Don't you see? You're simply wrong. All about you is wrong. You're pathetic, you know that. What would Sirius say about this? I feel like I shouldn't, but I'm curious. Ah. Okay. Casey's somehow still conscious in this hellish place. Will you crouch down? Oh, I don't like this. There's no more of those things, is there? I can hear them. There's one. There's another. Ah. I don't know. Counter to my magic. I mean, if you say, like, the waking world isn't real, my magic still feels pretty real to me. A written note. It's the same letter. I'm going to take whatever I can find for now. In terms of weaponry. You won't...
This is so wrong. And right. At the same time. I know we can't escape, but to just have a glimpse outside. The Suppressor will understand.
Well, you didn't make it sound very understanding. Oh no. Is that? It's like some kind of ocean of blood with that death trap in as in incinerators. Oh no. I don't like the amount of burnt the corpses. from the vision. There's a lot of bodies out here that all seem to have burnt up all at once, almost. I'm gonna ignore him. Oh, bit of bread. Let's have a snack. Never go wrong with a bit of bread. Oh, one. Okay.
It's so cold. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to go out. After all, I mean, yeah. Yes, the cell is small, but at least it's safe.
Look, you gotta be quiet. If you don't like it, go back to the cell. 'Cause you're certainly not helping me fight these things. I mean, this suppressor you keep talking about. If we meet him, what are you gonna do? Run away? I mean, I don't know how I opened that door. That shadow spooked me. I don't know how I opened that door before. I don't know how you're gonna get it open again. Feels like this is our only chance. Oh dear. More juices. Oh, these look a lot fresher. Oh. There's one. Okay, I think we're clear. Despair. Hopelessness. Panic. It's like the 7 stages. Oh, the 5 stages of grief. 4 stages? 5 stages of grief. Oh, Ixon. But not quite. That. That is a humongous skull. No, I don't want to know what that belonged to. Oh, I hope there's not another one around here. Okay, that goes up. There must be an underground stream. I don't think we want to take our chances with that. Alright, Ixon, come on.
What the? Haven't we been here before?
We haven't,
By
Josh.
the gods, everything here looks so similar. It's a damn maze. Oh, really? We should never have left. This will be our doom.
You're gonna have to keep it together. We've not been here, otherwise we'd have triggered these traps already.
Oh no. Do you see it? All the cells. They're all empty.
Oh.
And there's blood.
I need to get you off these.
There were people in there just like us. They didn't know their place either, and now they're dead. They've simply dissolved.
You...
Because they dared to disobey the suppressor. By the gods. This is what will happen to us too. I knew it was a mistake to leave in the first place. I just knew it.
Oh. Just play it cool. We've got to be out of these dungeons soon. Get. Is this Daddy? I mean, if there's anybody that deserved to end up in a place like this, it was probably him. Blessed be the shoes. Oh. Oh. Ah! Oh, where did you come from? Oh god. Okay, I guess we're going down there. Nothing in here. Ixon, please. Please, Ixon. Down we go. I hope we kept going up. This is clearly a trap. Remorse. Well, whoever it is has a sense of humor. Ah, wait a minute. Yeah. And it opened the door. See? Sometimes things do work out. It's got a skull like that giant thing. What on earth are you? Oh, I don't think I want to know. Human heart, I don't think so. It's a key to freedom. That is very specifically named. See? You just gotta use your wits. With my magic, we should be okay. This... This is our... Oh, it's A. Oh, God. Oh. There was definitely no other way. Ow. My eyes.
Oh no, no! Can't you see? We're back where we started. It's...
How?
What? Leave me alone!
What?
Suppress his punishment. It will be horrible.
You were saying something and you cut yourself off. Why are you so afraid it's the oppressor? I've not seen anything.
No, you haven't. Because you're blind. The suppressor is here, in every single stone, in every bone, in every drop of blood, and yet you are too blind to see it. But I should have known. I mean, what can you expect from someone who has killed his entire family?
What?
I followed you because for a brief moment, you made me want to believe, and now you've dragged me into the abyss along with you.
I didn't kill anyone. It was the masked men. I don't understand. I don't understand. It's got to be an illusion. Who are you? Are you part of me?
Of course I'm a part of you, and you are a part of me. Isn't that obvious? But I should have known you wouldn't understand. You're too weak. You always were. No, there isn't.
Got to be a way out.
Just look at us. Look at what we are. We are the damned because we are trapped too deeply in the past. And that's why we do not deserve freedom. Suppress his punishment. It will be horrible.
You've nothing interesting to say, do you? Can I... No, surely not. You've made yourself comfy. Oh, I still can't meditate. Can't. Funnily enough, I've still got Morel's recipe on me. Horse flute. Can I? No chance of summoning barrel in here, all whirlwinds. This is an illusion. Surely it's an illusion. You say you're part of me. You know things that you shouldn't know.
Well, well. So you figured it out? Yes. I am what keeps you in this place. But was it blind rage that made you act, or have you truly understood who I am?
Definitely not
Have
that.
you understood what drives you and determines your actions?
I
The
just
salt
knew that you
corrodes your
weren't
skin,
right.
and the water filling your lungs is cold. But you still haven't found it, child, have you?
That was not pleasant. Oh no, this isn't going to be pleasant either. Why do I get a feeling you're not just Spa? What is this? You'd have said something by now if you were just Spa. Oh god, what do you have to say?
Oh, hey. Good to see you awake. How are you feeling?
Where are the others? Dunwar, Kalia, Master, Batar.
Good question. The room was empty when I came here. Actually, that's quite weird now that you mention it. The entire temple seemed kind of deserted. Probably a ceremony or something like that. Now, tell me, how are you holding up? I heard this trial's quite the feat. Apparently some of the novices never wake up again.
I'm tired, I guess. Where are we?
In the temple. The curarium, to be precise.
I
You
don't
were brought
think
here
we
when you
are.
were traveling with that Ixon guy. I think the others are already awake, but I didn't want to leave you here, so I thought I'd just stay. I mean, hey, you are a keeper of the first sigil now, aren't you? I believe congratulations are in order.
How do you know about Ixon?
Everyone knows about Ixon, and the fact that you're asking this shows how little you actually understood. You're pathetic, you know that? Simply pathetic.
Excuse me?
I said you are pathetic. At first we believed it would be more exciting this time. But now that we've seen the new prophet, our hopes are gone. You're a joke.
A nobody who let his only friend kick the bucket.
As if you'd ever accept that. You humans are always so damn persistent, aren't you? Why? Why can't you just let go?
Because in the end, you are powerless, just as all those before you. And you, prophet, you are the biggest joke of all.
You are nothing but an urchin.
A weakling.
And a murderer.
Oh no.
And that is why you will burn. All of you. The cleansing will happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
You're the ones behind it. Why are you doing this? What have we done to you?
What have you done to us? You are so naive. The world is an interplay of cause and effect, and the only logical consequence of your existence is annihilation. That's the way it was, and that's the way it's going to be. But enough of the banter, urchin. We wanted to meet you, and so we did. Even though the result is rather sobering. Now wake up. Keep on stumbling through the mist.
I would like to wake up now. Ah! Okay, Kalia. There's no weird thing on the table. I don't have shoes. This has to be reality. Dunwar. Oh god, what's that? Bloody rags. Oh. I'm freaking out a wee bit, Kalia.
Thank Malphus. I was starting to think I was the only one. How are you? You look exhausted.
It's been a roller coaster. I had a bad dream. I had a nightmare.
You did. That's probably one of the after effects of the potion, but it will pass, I'm sure of it.
I don't like that, you...
But it's good to see
psycho.
the Grandmaster was right after all. I woke up just a few hours earlier, and he was here in the meantime. He didn't doubt for a single second that you would make it. But I suppose mutual congratulations are in order. We made it. We passed the trial.
Congratulations. I'm glad he had faith. I didn't think I was going to make it for a while there. So, does that make us keepers now?
Almost, yes. All that is left to do is to take the oath, and then Grandmaster Aranthiel will exalt us to the keepers of the first sigil. Speaking of whom, he also told me some things while you were asleep. About the Pyreans, about these dreams, and of course, about this... cycle. This is so bizarre, really. At first we're told out of nowhere that the gods have died, and now humanity is on the brink of extinction. This is a lot to take in.
Tell me about it. Any doubts I had have been just washed away with the nightmares I've just endured. Something... They were not dreams, they were something else. I figure. What do you make of all this? The cycle, this cleansing?
Hard to say. I never had those dreams the Grandmaster talked about, even though I'm magically gifted. But then again, I always had the feeling that the Red Madness was more than an ordinary disease. Well, I suppose all of this explains a lot. At least now I can understand why the Grandmaster was willing to break all the traditions of the Order just to get you exalted to be a keeper. According to him, most of our battle against the cycle will stand or fall with you.
No pressure then. I wish I could say that with the same conviction as him, but to be honest, I don't think I've understood all of what's happening to me yet. Those dreams are anything to go by. I definitely do not.
Yes, I believe that. It's a great responsibility you've been given. And as impressive as your skills are, I would not want to change places with you.
I mean, you're welcome to, but what is next?
Well, as I said, we both have to take the Holy Oath. You should talk to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready. He's waiting for you in the Emporium.
Wait, we're doing this right now, but... Wait, us? We both? What about... Dunwar?
Right. Dunwar. The apothecary examined him about an hour ago, and it doesn't look good. It's likely that he'll never wake up again.
Maybe a little self-control would have done him good, but... He was a simple-minded fool. I don't think that's the appropriate thing to say. They were students together, it seems, but... Will he die? He was arrogant, but he doesn't deserve that.
No, in spite of everything. You know, Dunwar was one of those people who tried to gild their insecurity with boastful behavior. The reality is that he was the last of his bloodline, and his faith in the path and his destiny as a keeper were all that he had left. And who knows? Maybe he would have been a great help to the Order with the right guidance. But I guess Master Bartar's revelation was just too much for him. It's hard to be told that everything you've lived for was a lie.
I certainly sympathise with him a lot more now. He had a lot on his shoulders. There's still no excuse to lash out, but you don't seem too shaken by all of this. Like, I've just found out the Lightborn are dead. You seem pretty level-headed and rational about it all.
Well, maybe I just don't show it as much. But yes, in a way, you're probably right. I suppose that's mainly due to the fact that to me, as opposed to Dunwar, the Order always stood for an idea. And an idea doesn't die with the one who first thought of it. Funny that the Grandmaster said nearly the same thing during the exaltation. Dunwar would have considered it blasphemy.
You talk about the Lightborn and their ideas as if they wouldn't have cost thousands of lives. They weren't as benevolent as you make them out to. I have no idea how benevolent they were. As far as I knew, they were stern but fair. But it's an interesting thought. Speaking of Dunwar, what was that thing at the ritual place all about? He called you a witch, and he knew about the village.
I knew the question would come eventually. I suppose the answer depends on whether you're in the mood for some gloomy talk. Sooner or later, you'll hear it from someone else anyway, so why not from me first?
I wouldn't have asked if I weren't interested. Shoot.
As you wish. Where should I start? Maybe with the fact that I don't remember anything that happened before my 6th winter. I don't know where I was born, and I never got to know my parents.
You don't remember?
I wish I knew. What I do know, though, is that the first memory I have is of waking up in the middle of some village.
Okay.
It was dark, and I felt dizzy and, I don't know, empty? That's probably the best way to describe it. I eventually found the strength to get up and look around, and, well, that's when I realized what was actually going on around me.
What? What was happening?
The entire village. It had been destroyed. There were corpses everywhere. Men, women, children, and the houses had been crushed as if some mad god had rampaged through the streets there. And it had all just happened hours before because the destruction was still fresh. Whatever it was, I didn't have much time to think about it. As soon as I got up, I saw 3 riders coming through the smoke. One of them got off his horse, ran towards one of the corpses, and started screaming something in my direction. Then I felt a blow on the back of my head, and I lost consciousness. By the name of the sun, it's strange to talk about it like this. It's been so long, but the memory feels as if it had happened yesterday.
I figured. Thanks for trusting me with all of this. It must be very difficult to talk about.
It's okay. Anyway, it turned out that the riders were men from the village who had gone hunting. They must have observed the whatever it was from the distance and ridden back to the village. At least I think that's how it went. I guess I'll never find out. The reason they thought I was somehow involved is that the village priest found me a couple of days before it happened near a shrine in the wilderness. Apparently, I was wearing torn clothing, and no matter what the apothecary tried, he couldn't wake me up from my comatose sleep. And it seems that made the writers think I was some kind of witch child, or unholy beast, whichever you prefer.
They really thought a 6-year-old child destroyed an entire village? That is ridiculous.
For you, maybe. For them, as simple people, it was probably the best explanation they had. And think about it, it's not that far off. A motherless child who neither talks nor breathes steadily is found abandoned on the roadside and has a strange mark on her face. They leave to go hunting, and when they come back, they find their village in ruins with that foundling child being the only survivor. You have to admit, it's not that much of a stretch, even if those men hadn't been superstitious farmers.
I guess. And these men wanted to do what then exactly? Take revenge?
Probably. Truth be told, I try not to think about it too much. And actually, it doesn't matter, because I somehow managed to get away before they could do anything. I even made it to Ark all by myself, which didn't turn out to be much of an improvement in the end, because I was pathless.
They brought you into the Undercity. Right, that's what Dunbar said.
Yes. Thinking about it now, I actually wonder how I made it through my time down there. But maybe that's one of the advantages of being a child. You don't think. You just act. Still, the winters down there were cruel, and if Master Tyrus hadn't found and taken care of me, I probably wouldn't have made it through my 2nd year.
Master Tyrus? You mean like a keeper adopted you?
Yes, otherwise I would not be here. He saw me, and he knew what he had to do, is how he put it. Of course, the Order wasn't too happy about a pathless child in the Scuola, just as some aren't happy about you being here. But Tyrus was a highly regarded man, and that's why they let it slide.
So he just saw you and decided to adopt you? That really does sound too good to be true.
It does, yes. But then he had lost both his wife and daughter 5 years before he found me. So maybe I was some kind of substitute. I don't know. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I owe him everything. He was a good man, and that's all that matters.
Whatever his reasons, clearly took good care of you and set you on the right path. But why is the Order so preoccupied about Pathless trying to get into their ranks? It's not like we both have our own reasons.
That's right, we do. But we are both still pathless, and that disqualifies us according to the holy verses.
Versus
I guess now you understand why I was never as connected to Malphas's teaching as Dunwar was. To some of the Keepers, I am still an outcast. And no matter what I do, I always will be.
They treat you like that, it's bound to make you jaded towards their teachings, so... Master Tyrus is who granted you the novitiate, then?
Yes, and now I'm here. Well, here we've reached the end of my impressive tale. I hope you liked it.
You're definitely not the fisherman's daughter from the village, I'll give you that.
No, I guess I'm not.
And what happened to Master Tyrus? Is he around?
Gone. He was very old, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. But I'd prefer not to talk about it, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course. So, Dunwar, he believes that this story about the village, that you're responsible for the destruction there. I only ask out of sort of curiosity's sake and for knowing the whole story. Were you actually responsible?
He does, yes, and he's not alone in his opinion. One of those hunters recognized me in the market my first year as a novice, and you can imagine that it was easy pickings for those who were already against my presence in the Order. From then on, they added names to the derogatory stares. Demon Child, Witch, whatever they could come up with.
Well... I don't think I should be coming on to this lady. She's just opened up to me a bit. Well, I definitely saw your skills, and you're the only one who made it through the trial. The way they treat you probably has more to do with jealousy than anything else.
Maybe. But everything I'm capable of is the fruit of hard work. Though they will never acknowledge that. You know what's funny? To some extent, I'm glad to be who I am. That way, people just leave me alone, and that gives me more time to focus on what's important. On my goals.
Which would be?
Several. But I'd say that's enough of the gloomy stories, don't you think? There will be plenty of time for chatter in the future. Maybe.
I've kind of heard enough about Dunwar. Let's talk later. Should go see the Grand Master now.
You should. It's already late, but if you want, I can show you the most important places in the temple before you go to the Emporium. What do you think?
Thanks for the offer. I'll manage. I kind of need a walk around on my own, thank you.
As you wish. The apothecary put your gear in the chest by your bed.
Oh, thank you.
Now walk blessed. I will see you soon.
And you, walk blessed. Take all of that.